Hey, this is Tony with BT Media Group, and I am here with Mr. Josh Shepard. How you doing, Josh?
Oh, I'm wonderful, Tony. Thanks, Chris.
Very cool. We are at the Mountain Arts Center where you just sound checked. Josh is a member of the Kentucky Opry, as plenty of you guys probably know, playing guitar, acoustic, electric, all that.
Yeah.
Doing some vocals.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So we're at, like I said, we're in Prestonburg at the Mountain Arts Center. Sound check is over. Everything is ready to go for the show tonight. And what a better time to do another episode of Your Gear, Your Sound with Mr. Josh. So let's just get rolling, Josh.
Cool.
And tell me about this bad boy. How long have you had it?
2005. So it's got some years on it, but it's it came factory with the Bigsby. It's one of the Japanese model 50s reissue. But I've modded it a little bit. Put a 4-way switch so I can get that boost between the two pickups.
Oh yeah, okay.
So if I'm doing something,
That's
I
cool.
just move it all the way to the front. Pickups are stock in it.
Man, look at the wire on this. That is crazy.
I put some locking tuners on it, and that really helps with the Bigsby.
Yeah.
So
the Bigsby was stock.
It came like that.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. It used to take like 5 hands to change strings.
Right.
Hold a hand, put it, cut it, and all that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I got locking tuners put on it, and then
Look at that.
yeah, I stayed on the road playing for a while a few years ago with Ralph Stanley and some of his family. So we traveled a lot, and different people I got to play with: Dale McCurry, Kenny Vaughn from Marty Stewart.
Yeah.
Really cool guys. Ben Jones from Dukes of Hazzard. Done a lot. Cooter. I did a lot of, did some shows with him. Good guy. Played for T. Graham Brown.
So this is awesome. You were like, how can I keep this from getting
Yeah.
wore off, and how can I get more people to sign it?
Right. So that way I can just pop it off, sign it.
Very
back
cool.
on, and go. But that's,
So this is, when you're doing the show tonight, is this going to be the main 60% of the songs, that that kind of
yeah,
snare?
probably will. Just for the simple fact of growing up, in high school and beyond, I didn't have enough money to have multiple guitars.
Right.
So I had a Telecaster, and I said, well, I'll just learn to get whatever sound I want to get.
Right.
So I got to where I can get a thicker, humbucker type of sound between the neck pickup and the tone,
Right.
and kind of, like I guess like Roy Buchanan used to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is a D15 Martin. I don't know what year. I got off John Carlin
Yeah.
a long time ago, and a few years later he said, "You still have that Martin?" God, I wish I never got rid of it. But it's just an old D15. I don't think I've really done it. I put bone bridge pins, a bone nut and saddle, and it's got a K&K Mini Pure Western
Oh, yeah.
pickup.
Okay,
So,
cool.
I love
What kind of
K&K
capo
stuff.
do you use?
I use just a regular Chubb.
Yeah. I love it.
So
Everybody would see that up there and want to know what
yeah,
that
I
is.
want to know what it is. But they work.
Yeah.
They do good. But I use that for a lot. And then here lately, I've been bringing out this 335. This is a 73 original
Yeah.
335. A good friend of mine, great guitar player and singer, Alan Rose. We used to live beside each other. He came to me one day and he said, "Hey, I got a guitar I want you to keep until I want it back one day. I'll bring it to you." And I thought, well, okay.
Right. Who knows?
And he come over and there was like an old beat up Gibson case with the Tolex rip. And I thought, oh, what is this? And it's all stock, and it's just a beast.
Man. Is that walnut?
Walnut.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is awesome.
Yeah, but it's got all the original pickups. Steve Johnson does a lot of my setups,
Yeah.
and
I'm sure he flipped out over it.
he did. He was, Steve.
I mean, look at the sticker is all intact, everything. It is clean.
Yeah.
What's the back of it look like?
It's clean as a whistle.
Look at that,
Other
man.
than just a little bit.
I mean, a little bit of,
But
that is cool.
the neck is.
So 73.
It's a 73.
Well, that's
All
older than
original.
both of us.
Yeah.
Okay, older than him.
Yeah, it's definitely older than me. I don't even think I was a fault then. But the neck is what got me about it. It's just,
Oh my gosh,
yeah, I feel like it.
that is small. How do you have the strings that low?
And it not
And
buzz.
right.
Yeah, that's
All
Steve
the
does
way.
great
Steve
work.
did that?
Steve did all that.
What size strings you play?
On the 335, I used 10s. I use all Diodario strings. Use them for years. They last.
10
They're
through
good.
46?
10 through 46. On the telly, I use 9.5 through 44.
You're the second person that's told me about 9.5.
9.5s. They're
We're talking thousandths of an inch, but
yeah,
but
makes total difference.
only a guitar player.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So-
Medium picks, just Fender medium.
Fender medium. I like the Ernie Ball medium too. If I do acoustic, sometimes if I do a bluegrass gig,
Mhm.
I've got a couple real tortoiseshell picks that I keep,
That's cool.
and I just keep those and file them down when I need to,
Right.
and use those.
Let's talk about the amp now. Yeah.
I've had it since '05. So I got it and the telly in one swoop,
Yeah.
you know, and
So is this stock? I know the
yeah.
Tolex isn't, but it's
Yeah,
just a
the Tolex stock.
I meant like it's not a
Oh, yeah,
regular reissue. I don't know what this is.
It's a custom shop that they ran for a while. With the green, I think they made a red,
Oh, okay.
and it's got a vintage Celestia Vintage 30.
Very cool. Reverb.
Reverb. It's kind of wired. What I read about it and when I got it, it's kind of wired almost like an AC-15.
Okay.
So
That's cool.
it's
Got the Celestian in there.
yeah.
So.
I run it. Here, unless I've got it turned,
Right.
I can only run on about 2,
Right.
and it just gets overwhelming.
Doing the classics, Telly, 335, Hot Rod Deluxe, and
Yeah.
then we move into
Pedals.
pedals.
Every guitar player's.
Yeah, so
favorite
just take
thing.
me through the path and what you got going on.
I go straight first into the standard Ernie Ball volume pedal.
Right, the one.
Yeah, that one goes out into the TU chromatic tuner.
Right, so you
Old
got
Faithful.
a good buffer for your whole chain in that Boss tuner.
Yeah, and from that goes out into the MXR custom comp.
Very cool.
Some players like compression. I've always liked compression just
I
because,
do too.
Because of country stuff,
Yeah.
and even for rock, it just tightens
Right.
everything up.
So compression right off the bat. So if it's on, it's good. You're compressing your guitar first before it goes through any of the other.
Before it goes to the amp.
And then it jumps to what?
It goes from MXR to the Greer Lightspeed.
And I love what you've done there because my feet turn the knobs. I had that conversation yesterday.
every time.
Just
mine do.
tape it up.
Yeah.
Figure out what you like.
Yeah,
Throw some gaff on it.
actually, last weekend, like we had a break in the show, and I had turned the volume so many different times. So I just threw my guitar down over here and grabbed a piece of gaff tape, and I said, "I'm done." Put it on it.
Very cool.
So that
And then
goes out.
This is just what? What kind of overdrive is that?
The Lightspeed is just. It kind of puts you in mind of like the white BB
Oh yeah.
preamp kind of overdrive. It's not overwhelming like a Plexi, but
Right.
it's just enough to know that there's some drive there.
Yeah, a little sparkle in the amp.
It's-
Put some life back in it since you are having to play it
Right.
too.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
It's just one of those pedals. I just leave it on all the time.
Right.
So
Cool. And it jumps to the tremolo,
jumps to the tremolo.
which you have it fast and intense.
Yeah,
So it's probably just set for one song tonight.
that's how I live life, fast and intense. So yeah, I usually say we've got one song that's got a pretty heavy beat on it. So
So
I
is
just
that Joyo or Yo-Yo?
I think it's
Or Joyo?
joy. I don't know.
I was just wondering if
It's
the J is hard or...
Really, I just went to honestly, I just went to Mountain Music Exchange.
There you go.
And said, "Hey guys, I need a tremolo pedal."
Boom, they hooked you
And
up.
they hooked me up. They hooked me up with everything. So
Very cool.
it goes out of that into a Zen drive.
I've heard a lot about the Zen drives.
Yeah.
Very cool.
The Zen drive, it's made by Humana,
Uh-huh.
and for a long time it was supposedly the closest thing you could get to a Dumble.
Okay, so it's a dumble.
It's a dumble
scenario
type thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Then straight to.
TC Corona chorus.
Okay.
So I come out of that chorus into I think that's classic audio.
Yeah.
Is it
This
used
reverb.
on? Yep.
Now, do you use that? Do you use the intensity on it?
I do. At times.
Very cool. So you can bring up the reverb and back down right on the fly. You don't have to turn around. That's very cool.
I like, and that's the thing. Most of the time, the stuff, especially the musicians I work with, everything's on the fly.
Yeah.
Come in, work, get it done,
Your sound. Let's go.
and go. So if I need to change something, especially with reverb, I'll just roll it back or roll it up, and then I can blend the mix on it. So it works out well.
And then finally to the classic, one of the most popular delay pedals that I don't know has ever been. Everybody from the 90s till the 2000s.
Yeah,
I mean, if you were out gigging, you had one of these.
You had one of those, yeah.
And then which one? What is it? A DL5?
It's a DL4.
DL4. Yeah.
Line 6 DL4. I wasn't really a big delay guy.
Right.
Till a couple years ago, and I had that because at the time I was doing sessions, and I thought, well, I want to make a pedal board that if somebody needs a certain sound, I can just do it.
Right.
So I said, well, if I'm gonna buy a delay, I'm gonna get one I got some flexibility with.
Tap tempo and tons of different models of different famous delays.
The first setting is I've got it for a slight back.
Cool.
And it's one of those things I kind of just keep it on for country stuff.
Right.
The second one is more of an analog echo, and just enough delay at the end that you hear it.
Right.
Kind of like Eric Johnson kind of thing. You
Just
don't hear it when he's playing, but when
you hear
he's
it finish.
You hear it finish.
Yeah. Okay.
So, the third one, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know what I've got set because I don't ever use the third one.
Well, I mean, you've got your set for the summer. You know what you got. You've got it dialed in.
Yeah.
So you're good to go.
I think it's kind of like a reverse echo.
Right.
Just for something crazy for people to go like, oh my God, what's that guitar doing?
Cool.
He's out of tune.
Josh, this is a classic setup. I mean, for a working musician out there doing his thing and covering tons of different genres and trying to, be accurate with what you do. You do some singing during this set too, don't you?
Yeah.
You come out and play a little.
I come out and play, and this summer I'm doing a Johnny Paycheck tune.
Very cool.
So,
can't go wrong with Johnny Paycheck.
Absolutely.
Well, listen, I appreciate you taking a few minutes for letting us do this.
Thank you, buddy.
And you can't go wrong with what Josh's setup is. This is the sound. You can check out, I'm sure tonight is actually going to be a tracking, filming night. I don't know if that's a surprise or whatever, but
we usually do that every season, but yeah.
Well, come down to the Mountain Arts Center and the Kentucky Opry and check Josh out and check out his tone. You won't be disappointed. It's going to be very cool. Tonight it goes on, and the rest of the season, then Christmas comes right up.
Yeah.
All right, very cool. Well, appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in for Your Gear, Your Sound. This is Tony's BT Media Group, Josh Shepard. See you guys later.